Yay! Thank goodness it's Friday. I'm a hot mess this morning. I know, too much sports. Too
Hmm.
much. A lot of sports last night. I don't know what happened. I'm going between the Phillies and the Eagles. There was a struggle. I fell asleep on some socks. I don't know. It's a hot mess. I was doing laundry while watching, trying to go back and forth between both games in my bedroom. And next thing I know, I wake up and I'm late. And I try to pull myself out of bed, Crockett, and I don't realize it until I get out of bed that his arm is asleep. I must have slept hard because it just, I must have slept like this, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm a lefty, so I'm going to brush my teeth, and it's like brushing with
So you
jelly.
brushed the mirror this morning, is what you're saying? Yeah.
It was awful. I'm going, am I gonna be able to drive? What is happening here? It was not pretty this morning. Not pretty, but we made it. It's starting to come back.
It's
So
starting to come back. If it doesn't
yeah.
come back for a while, I would maybe go see a doctor. Dave, good morning. Kelly, good morning. St. Luke's, yes. Selena's arm is jello. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a symptom? We accept that as a symptom at St. Luke's?
They might.
Yeah, so anyway, at least we have a undefeated, football team.
Yes. Which, by the way, what is baseball doing that a football game could start after, kick off, have a halftime show? They have a halftime show. Like, so there's an extended period of time where they're not doing anything. Come back out and then finish the game before you're even in I think it might have been the 7th inning still, of the World Series game
Mhm.
when the Eagles game ended. How does that happen?
I don't know. Listen, there's a lot of bubble gum blowing going on during a baseball game, so
There
you
is a
gotta
lot.
you gotta account for that.
That's true. That's
And what are
fair.
they spitting? Like, I realize they're not using chewing tobacco anymore, right? We've gotten a lot
No, some
healthier
of
these
them do.
years.
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny that you say that though, because I found myself last night, and maybe just because you're so honed in, like, I like watching a Phillies game, if, like, I got the kids in the tub and, like, to your point, like, I'm putting laundry away and stuff like that. I like baseball games, Phillies games, whatever sports game it is, because you can just jump in, right? You know, there's like, okay, here we are, 4th inning, 3-2, da 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 da. And maybe just because you're watching more intently because it is the World Series, these guys do spit a
A
lot.
lot. And what is it? Are they sunflower seeds?
So there's sunflower seeds. Dusty Baker keeps flipping a toothpick in his mouth, the manager for the Astros. There are definitely guys that still dip. I
No?
think a lot of
Wow.
guys use what are they called, like snoozes now.
Oh, I
So
don't know what that is.
it's like a little patch as opposed to like a big old wad of tobacco. It's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
little
Oh,
patch.
these are gross.
Um,
Yuck.
So I feel
I
like
thought
guys
you were
probably use those. But yeah, even so, like they'll like cut the cameras around. They'll be like guys will be out there like waiting for in between pitches and they'll just cut to the shortstop and he's like, and then they
yep,
cut to the
yep.
first baseman and he's like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
there's
Do you remember when they brought back sports and people being able to watch it? And one of the stipulations was no spitting allowed,
yeah,
right? Because we were worried about spread
yeah.
of COVID. So everyone's like, okay, well, if we're gonna bring it
So
back,
maybe
no
that's what it
spitting.
was. They just built up so much over time that they're like, I got to get this out of my body. Yeah, it's
Yeah, clearly it's back. Clearly. So there you go. But I'm just glad it's Friday. We have a beautiful weekend ahead too, in the
yes, I can't wait
70s.
to sleep through the whole
I
thing.
know, right? These are things that completely underrated as a kid because I woke up this morning, I'm like, "Okay, I'm late, but boy, that sleep was so good. I really needed that sleep." Kids don't get that. Like, it took forever to get them to bed. I think I'm so exhausted because I keep telling the kids, "I need to go to bed. If I need to go to bed, you need to go to bed." I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
"No."
think I woke up this morning like I feel like I'm hungover.
Yeah, right. That's how I
Yeah,
feel too.
and
Mhm.
my brain is just like,
And I didn't
buddy.
drink anything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, my
Yeah.
brain's just like, "Dum dum, go back to bed."
And these are the things like, I love a good nap. And then I feel guilty 'cause I'm like, "Oh, I took a nap. I
Not
missed what's
me,
going out in the world." But
not
maybe you
me.
love it more. These are the things that, you loved as a kid, and maybe you love it more because kids, it's hard to get them to take a nap when they're young, but you'll take it as an adult. What is it that you loved or maybe hated as a kid that you love even more now? as an adult?
That I hated as a kid.
Mhm. Or maybe you liked and you still wanna be a kid. It's just something that as an adult, like, "Yeah, I'll still do this. I know it's meant for kids, but I'll
Um,
do it."
uh, team sports, I still love playing
Mm.
basketball and stuff. Like, if someone came with orange slices, I'd be like, "Hell yeah, we're having orange slices at halftime."
You
So,
know, I'm glad you brought that up because there's an opportunity for the soccer parents to play, and I
there you
got all
go.
giddy 'cause I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I think I wanna do this. I think I wanna do this," and then I realized, I don't know if anybody wants to see this hot mess on the soccer field.
Well, I'm gonna watch this one off. Um, you I think it like, if you just wanna like, I still try to play basketball competitively. I play with guys that are younger than me and stuff like that, but at some point, I would like to just play basketball to play basketball and could see myself not even playing full court, just half court, and people
Yeah,
wanna get out there and move around a little bit, because I love doing that. I did it all the time when I was a kid, so, um it's funny because I think I may have told you this the other day. I showed Savvy Guts, Nickelodeon's Guts, um,
yeah, I
which
don't think
if
I've
you
seen that.
remember that show, it was kind of like American Gladiators for kids. It was
Oh,
Mike
you mentioned
O'Malley.
that. Yeah,
Um, at first she said to me, "Why is this so blurry?" And I was like, "Shut your face and watch the show." Um, but
funny.
that's been really fun because they do a lot of different fun games and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's also taken me back to my childhood a little bit, which is cool.
mhm.
But what about you?
Well, I am considering doing that. You know what? Bubble wrap.
Mm,
I remember
yeah.
loving that as a kid, and I just got a package in the mail with bubble wrap in it, and I hid it. I hid it from the
Yeah,
kids
I don't blame
because
you.
I wanna pop it,
Yeah.
and I
If
realized
it's especially if it's the bigger bubbles. Bigger
yeah, well, I
bubbles,
love them all. I
yeah,
love them all. It's I
yeah.
think it's a stress reliever too, but I remember my mom hating it when I would pop it as a kid, and I realized what that is. She's just jealous. 'Cause I don't like it when my
Probably.
kids pop it, but it's because I wanna do it. I wanna
Mm,
be the popper.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah, but
That's why they call it
it's
that
gotta be
too.
the bigger bubbles. The
Yeah.
little ones, I'm like, "Here, you take these," but, like,
Those are the kids.
yeah.
Alright, well, think about
Not
it.
like the big, like, packing size bubbles and not like the super tiny ones, but like
No,
the
that's
middle-sized
cheating.
ones, the ones
Yeah,
right in the middle, babe. Woo.
yeah, yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
well, think about that. You can share it with us. Get those, Powerball tickets, Saturday night drawing, $1.5 billion.
and since
We
we
have all the
reminded you, if you
yeah,
win, just you'll have a lot,
just
hook your homies
yeah,
up.
there you
Okay.
go.
All right.
Alright,
Bye,
have a
Selena. I'm gonna go
wonderful
sleep.
week.